Welcome to the Marketing 101 for Small Business Owners podcast, where we help small business owners build and grow their brands. I'm your host, Philippa Channer, and I am a content marketing strategist. In today's episode, we'll be discussing a strong brand reputation through brand consistency, building trust, and excellent customer service. As a small business owner, your brand reputation is crucial to your success, and a positive brand reputation can help you establish customer trust, increase customer loyalty, and really drive some sales. So we're going to explore some key components of building a solid brand reputation, including maintaining brand consistency, building customer trust, and providing that excellent customer care service. All right, we're going to share some practical tips on developing brand guidelines using consistent visuals and messaging, being transparent, providing social proof, delivering on promises, and going above and beyond for customers. So this episode's for you. Whether you're just starting out or looking to take your brand to the next level, you're in the right place. All right, so let's get started. I can't stress enough that building a strong brand reputation is crucial for your success as a business owner. Your brand reputation is what customers think about and feel about your business. Establishing a positive and consistent brand image is essential. In today's podcast, we're going to explore three components of building a strong brand reputation. We're going to look at brand consistency, building trust, and excellent customer service. So first, let's start with brand consistency. Now, when it comes to brand consistency, this is the key element to building a strong brand reputation. People want to know that they can trust and rely on what you have to offer. So consistency helps customers recognize your brand and builds trust over time. So here are some tips for maintaining some strong brand consistency. First, you want to develop some brand guidelines. Establish what your brand guidelines are, what they cover, and this should cover all aspects of your brand identity. It's just including your logo, the colors, the fonts, and the tone of voice. You want to establish these guidelines. That way, no matter when you're posting, where you're posting, how you're posting, there are some consistent elements along with it. These are going to include your colors, the fonts that you use, the tone of voice you use when you're writing your messaging for your content. Now, not every single piece of marketing you put out needs to have your logo on it, but you can subtly include colors from your logo and fonts that you use for your logo within different pieces. And that's going to tie it in together. So if somebody was able to just see a post without seeing your logo or without seeing your name, they should be able to know, oh, that's from so-and-so, because I've seen other things that they've done before and it's consistent with what they have. So that's the goal there with developing some brand guidelines. And these are things you should probably write down and create a brand guide for yourself. That way, if you get to the stage in your business where you can hire a marketing person to help you or somebody to help make social media posts, that way you can focus on your business. They know exactly what the guidelines are and what expectations you have for your brand to be consistent. All right. The next is you want to use consistent visuals. You want to ensure that all visuals across all your channels, including your website, your social media, and your advertisements, follow the brand guidelines that you put out. So this means basically if somebody goes to your website and then they click on, maybe you have a Facebook link from your website and they go to your Facebook page, they should see the consistent brand logos, the colors, the tone of voice there as well across all your channels. So that's a good part of being consistent and having your brand follow no matter where people find you online. You also want to be consistent in your messaging. Ensure that all your messaging is aligned with your brand values, your mission, and your vision. Last week, I talked about the importance of making sure that you know and are really representing your core mission and vision statements. And if you don't know what those are, haven't established them yet, you really need to stop and go get that foundation settled first before you try to create a brand identity. Otherwise, you're going to try and create a brand identity based off of nothing, which is going to leave people confused, leave you confused, leave your audience confused, and not much getting done. All right, the last thing for brand consistency is once you've created that brand guidelines, once you establish that you're going to be consistent across all your platforms visually and with your messaging, you want to train your employees. Train your employees on your brand guidelines to ensure consistency and customer service in all communications. And so again, if you're not a lone ranger like myself and you have a team of people helping you, it is key that each person on your team knows what your brand identity is. They know how to answer questions. They know the brand's tone of voice. They know the colors that they should use. They know which logos they should be using. That way, no matter who is responding to some of your customers, they're getting consistent branding and consistent messaging. All right. The next thing we want to talk about today when it comes to building your brand reputation is building trust. Building trust with customers, not just customers, but building trust with the people that you're networked with as well. A huge part of building a business and marketing yourself is networking. And so some of the people you're going to be networking with will be your customers. Some people will work with you. Some people you're going to work with them. You're going to hire them to help your business. Either way, no matter which way we're going, if they're customers, if they're collaborators, if they're partners, you want to be building trust. Building trust with these people is essential to building a strong brand reputation. So here are some tips for building trust. All right, first thing you want to do is be transparent. You want to be honest and transparent with your customers about your business, your practices, your products, and your services. Do not put out information that your product or service can do something that it can't. That is going to come back to bite you and make you look really bad when things don't work out for those customers, especially if you're working with partners and collaborating with other business professionals, and you promise them that you're going to give something to their clients and then you're not able to deliver. That's going to be not only bad for your business, it's now going to be bad for your partner's business, and their reputation may be damaged as well. So be transparent and offer what you can and do not offer what you can't do. Be honest and transparent with your customers about your practices, the products, and your services. You also want to provide some social proof. Provide and share customers' reviews and testimonials to show social proof and build credibility. What that means is if people have started to leave reviews for you, share those reviews. Don't hide the negative reviews. Let those be out there because, again, if you are being consistent, like we mentioned last week, and you're following up with those negative reviews right away and answering them in a positive light and addressing the issues right away, that's going to help you in the long run. So share those customer reviews and testimonials and have that be the social proof that is needed to build the credibility and demonstrate the value of the service and product that you're offering. Okay, the next you want to do to building trust is deliver on your promises. Like I mentioned before with being transparent, don't offer something you can't do. But if you offer something you can do, make sure you do it. Ensure that you're delivering on the promises to customers to build their trust and build their loyalty. Many of your customers are going to come back for more. If they have a good time with you, they have good service, they have good quality, and it really helped them out, the next time you have a new product or service that you're going to offer, they will going to come back to you. If you deliver what you promised you're going to deliver and build that trust and loyalty, you're going to have repeat customers all the time. And the last thing for building trust is be responsive. You want to respond to customers' inquiries and complaints promptly and professionally to build trust and show that you value their feedback. It is really important to building relationships. It's just as you were building a relationship with somebody who you want to date. It's the same type of principle and practice is responding to those concerns, making them feel heard, making them feel valued, and answering them in a respectful, professional way as quick as possible. And that shows them that you care and that you value their feedback, right? The last thing for today when it comes to building a brand reputation I want to talk about is providing excellent customer service. From beginning to end, from the minute that somebody finds either a social media post or reads something on your website, the customer journey begins. And at any point between in the customer journey, from when they first read about you, your service, or your offer, to when the product or service is in their hand and they're done and they have experienced working with you, all of those steps in between is the customer journey and an opportunity for customer service. So excellent customer service, it's critical component of building a strong brand reputation. If you do not provide strong and consistent and positive customer service experiences for your customers, that can ruin your brand reputation quickly. That's going to lead to those negative reviews and those negative feedback. So here are some tips for providing excellent customer service. First and foremost, you want to train all of your employees. Again, if this is just you, you need to train yourself, but train your employees on how to provide excellent customer service, including how to handle complaints in difficult situations. And now that may seem very ominous, meaning like, okay, well, how do you train yourself on something? If you don't know customer service, how do you train yourself on that? And sometimes this is one of those things where you may need to reach out for help. This may be your lifeline. I am connected with a wonderful sales coach and sales trainer. His whole business is focused on helping ensure that each one of us, the small business owners that he's associated with, that they know how to engage with their customers, how to answer and respond to problems, how to handle difficult situations. That's his goal, is to learn about your business, to learn your mission, your vision, your values, what you're trying to accomplish, and apply those mission, vision, and values to how you should operate your business and how you should reply to customer services. And so if you don't know how to train yourself or your employees on how to provide excellent customer service, then reach out for help. Connect yourself with somebody who can. And I can leave the information in in the description of this podcast, so you can follow up with this person or other people just like him that can help you understand what customer service looks like. You also want to be accessible. Being accessible is key when somebody has an issue. Have you ever tried to reach out to a brand when you had a problem and you were either on hold for hours or nobody answered your emails? You go to the chat and nobody's ever available on the chat. You keep, engaging with the automated system and not an actual real person. It's frustrating. So make it easy for your customers to contact you and provide them support through various channels. You make sure they can email you, even if it's not your personal email, but leave an email where they can, contact us email or info email, where they can leave their concerns and that you will address them quickly. Have a phone number set up. There's plenty of phone services out there where it doesn't need to go to your cell phone. It'll go, it's a virtual virtual phone number where they'll call, they can leave a message. You'll get an email saying, hey, you have a message on this number. You can call them back. And check your social media messages frequently to see if there's issues there as well. So then the third thing you want to do is, in response to being accessible, is being responsive. You want to respond promptly to those customer inquiries and complaints. So whenever you do get those emails, those phone calls, the social media posts about concerns regarding your product or your service or just something that they read, you want to address those quickly. You do not want those issues to be sat on and possibly forgotten and not addressed. Because then again, that's going to lead to negative reviews about the way you're conducting business. So be responsive and respond to those issues and inquiries and complaints right away. All right, lastly, for excellent customer service is you want to go above and beyond. Provide exceptional service by going above and beyond for customers whenever possible. And that's going to look different for everybody and for every situation. But you feel it, there's things where you can answer an email and then be done with it, or you can answer an email and go above and beyond and try to actually troubleshoot and fix whatever issue that they're having. Somebody had an issue with a product, you could try and repair that one, or you could just give them another one, a replacement for free. That's going to look different for everybody, but you really need to think about how the experience that you're going to give somebody is going to impact how they're feeling about their relationship with you and your brand. And so the more positive of an experience you can give them, the better that they're going to feel about you and share your product or service with other people. All right, guys. So in conclusion, building a strong reputation, it's going to take time and effort, but it's well worth it. You can establish a positive brand reputation that attracts and retains customers by focusing on your brand consistency, building trust, and providing excellent customer service. Now, if you're looking for ways to establish a stronger, more positive brand reputation, don't hesitate to schedule your free consultation session with me today. And together, we can come up with a strategy that will rock your competition. Be sure to subscribe to this podcast wherever you're listening so you can be notified as soon as the next episode is live. Next week, we're going to continue the series on brand reputation, focusing on how influencer partnerships and employee advocacy can help strengthen your brand reputation in amazing ways. Until then, guys, you have a wonderful week, and I will talk to you then.